Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment.
All right, gentlemen, welcome to another episode. All right, how y'all doing?
What up,
Y'all
what up,
good?
what up, though?
All
Yo,
right, bet. All right, gentlemen. So, been a crazy week. Um, but it dawned on me uh, we've been recording and whatnot, and we haven't even introduced ourselves to the audience. You know
Allow
what
me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho.
I mean? Yeah, man.
Man, come on,
So,
Jay-Z
H
reintroduced
to the
himself.
O.
We all knew who he was. Hov did that, so hopefully none of y'all have to go through that. See?
Man,
so, um, So I figure I'd take the time out to sit there and get us introduced to our audience and upcoming audience and whatnot. So figured we take the time to do so, and tell them where we plan on going with the podcast or what's our perspective on the podcast. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Um, and then we just go from there. You know what I mean? So I'll start it off. My name is P. Uh, I work in logistics, so that's one of the things that transporting goods and whatnot all over the world. Uh, Let me see. I'm from New York. I'm Afro Latino. Um, uh, yeah, this is kind of harder than what I thought it would be. Like you gotta sit there and cause I'm what I mean, I want to tell y'all about myself, but I don't want to tell you everything because some stuff you want to be private. You know what I mean? Um, I have kids. Um, I am I am in a relationship. Uh, uh, yeah. As far as the podcast, um, came up with the idea to do the podcast because we bullshit a lot. You know, me and these two gentlemen, we bullshit a lot. We laugh and joke, and sometimes, you know, we wonder how many people have these type of perspectives or views on things that are going on in the world. But also, kind of in a sense, we also wanted to use the podcast to be like a thing to decompress at the end of the week. You know, you work hard all week, you get with the fellas. You know, sometimes you would go to a bar, go to a lounge, go hang out, go chill, have a couple of drinks, and shoot the shit about what's happened over during the course of the week. You know, and that's what the kind of like the concept of this podcast is. So that's what we wanted to emulate and bring to the I guess you could say the YouTube universe. um, and then if people like it, they like it, and if they don't, it's not the podcast for you. There's plenty of other ones that are out there. Yeah. That's all I got. I'm gonna leave it at that. Jay, go ahead. I'll pass it off to you.
All right. What up, world? It's your boy Jay Calhoun. Got the mic in my face. It's not working, but it looks good on camera. So we're gonna leave it there. I said that for a reason. Try to keep it 100 at all times. I start with my intent and perspective and approach to the podcast before I actually get in and introduce myself, right? My intent with the podcast is to give my opinion, share the truth, share my truth, and be upfront and honest. All right. The podcast itself, we've been actually attacking this for over a year now, and I can't speak for the next person, but in a lot of cases, it's come off fairly therapeutic for me. There are times in life when a person may find themselves, isolated, alone, maybe no one to talk to or whatnot. This microphone, this podcast has been an outlet for me because I'm the type of person when it comes to trust, I do have trust issues in a lot of cases. My circle is very small. But with that being said, I am the type of person, if you ask, I'm going to give you a response, and it's going to be my honest response. And that's what I want to bring to the podcast and whatnot. My expectation of the people, listen, hear what we have to say, but be respectful of each other, man. I've always said to people, I've always said to myself, one of the biggest issues in life is that we can't hold a conversation and we can't agree to disagree, for example, in stuff like politics and whatnot, right? And we talked about some of this stuff before in regards to politics. We all have different sides: Republican, Democrat, aristocrat, avenger, etc., etc. But it's almost as if it comes off as like we're battling each other, when in reality, I feel like we could just have a simple conversation about this stuff. And if I don't like what you say, or if I disagree, and vice versa, that's fine. We know we stand with each other. Hey, let's move on with our lives. So that's what I want to bring to the table in regards to the podcast. It's just realistic thinking. Fun. So life is too short to be serious all the time. I play a lot when I'm doing my thing at work, which I'll touch on in a second. I play, I laugh, I joke, because again, life is too serious. Everybody's path is different. The path that I've walked in life has not been the prettiest. It's had its pretty moments and it's had its bad moments. I'm here today, so I've survived a lot of those bad moments. So knowing that I've been through those moments, yes, I feel like I have the right to laugh, joke, etc., etc. Laugh and joke with me. Enjoy life. You know what I'm saying? From a personal standpoint, I am in a relationship. I'm in a committed relationship. I'm not going to go into, whether I'm happy or so forth or whatnot. That's for me to determine. It's my business. All right. I am a father. I'm happy. I love my kids. I'm not going to tell you how many. Nah, because you're going to look at me like I'm crazy. You're going to call me Brady Bunch. Something crazy of that nature. Football team, basketball team. That's all right. I always wanted to start a lineup, so you can figure it out from there. But I am a father. I love being a father. I love every aspect of it. Employment. I'm a logistician. I coordinate goods, services, and all, etc., to different locations around the world. Now, when I say that, a lot of people are like probably thinking, "Oh, how much you make?" That's my business. I pay my taxes. That's all that matters. And I'm waiting on my W-2s right now. So leave me alone. But I'm a logistician. That's what I do for a living. I've done a good deal of traveling in my life. A couple of the places I've been, Korea. I visited Vancouver, Canada. Um, visited Germany. I've done a good bit of traveling, which I'm very, very fortunate for. Um, with that being said, that's who I am. Let's get this work, man. You got it, D-Lo.
Hey, so all right, cool. Going to take the torch right there. It's your boy D-Love, the poet. Let's see. A little bit about me. Working logistics, that's how I met these two wonderful fellas here. Instantly, we all vibed in some sort of way. Liquor got a tendency of bringing out the best thing. So yeah, man, God, this really is hard. Got kids.
Let it flow, man.
I know, right? Look, got kids, in a relationship. You feel me? So, yeah, it is what it is. Don't ask, don't tell, none of your business. You feel me? What I expect for the podcast, right? I'm a very open-minded person. And when I say open-minded, anything that comes to mind flows out of the mouth, regardless of what anybody may think. You feel me? So I do expect for our voices to be touching to someone else. You feel me? Being that we don't all been in different predicaments, we all understand the world is what the world is. And we use the podcast as our outlet. It's another form of peace for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we expect or hope that our audience grabs on to some of the peace that we are giving from our voices, and then y'all decide, to take y'all outreach and do what you feel. D-Love the Poet was created because for a long time, poetry was my biggest outlet. Still throw out some poems every now and then, not as fully as I used to, but open mics and stuff, that was my outlet. Coming onto this podcast, it feels just like that. I'm able to reach people, and maybe one day you accidentally bump into me, or you accidentally bump into one of us and you be like, yo, I listened to y'all podcast, and man, it got me thinking, made my mind open up a little more, and I was wondering if y'all could throw this topic out there, or if y'all could talk about this. We all for the audience, we all for everyone's opinion, so yeah, that's basically it there.
All right. So that's pretty much what we plan on bringing in a nutshell to everybody. Anything and everything is on the table to be talked about. We may do reaction videos. We may talk about sports. We may talk about some off the wall shit that happened in Japan. We're all over the place, but we hope that you enjoy the content, and tell a friend, tell a friend. Like, subscribe, share. Hopefully, if we get down the road, or if we ever see you out in the streets, please say what's up. We're friendly and approachable people.
Yeah, please do that right there. I want to be one of them. People. I've met celebrities in my lifetime who've come off as complete assholes. I ain't gonna say complete assholes, but they're definitely not the person that we see on television or whatnot. I'm not gonna say the celebrity name, but he was a wide receiver for the Dallas Cowboys, and met him at Cowboy Stadium. And what you see on TV, what I saw on TV prior to that ain't the same person.
I'm gonna backtrack this a little bit. Hold on.
Go ahead.
from?
Huh?
Where you from, Jay?
Oh boy. All right, so check it out. I'm sorry. I left that out, right? From Atlanta, Georgia. Proud of that. Now, in my field of work, there are people who are from Atlanta, Georgia. And when we say Atlanta, Georgia, I'm pretty sure somebody that say that from your neck of the woods, you get excited. So what I have to do when this takes place, we got to do an interview. So I said, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. For real? I'm from Atlanta too. What part you from? Oh, I'm from Stockbridge. Oh, so you just saying Atlanta because it sounds cool. Well, let me tell you something. I'm not saying I'm from Atlanta because it sounds cool. Some of the people who view this podcast, they know I'm from Atlanta. When I say I'm from Atlanta, I'm proud of it. When I say I'm from Atlanta, when you pull up the map of Georgia and you see that star, right? When you see that star that says Atlanta next to it, that's this guy. Come interview me. I will tell you about 5 Points. I will tell you about Underground. I will tell you how Killer Mike got started battle rapping in Underground Atlanta. I will tell you about these things. I worked at Turner Field. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Chances are some of the people who may eventually view this, if you came to an Atlanta Braves game, I served you a beer. I charged you anywhere from $7 to $10. You probably gave me a $10 bill, and I kept $3 as tip. So I'm just keeping it 100. I know about Summer Hill, Cleveland Avenue, SWATs, Tri-Cities. That's me. I got my hair done at the same spot Andre 3000 got his hair done. I'm Atlanta.
You got your hair done?
All right,
Hey.
so once upon a time, man, quick story. So even though I'm from Atlanta, man, I was real big on basketball back in the day. I could tell you every player in the NBA, height, weight, position, the college they went to, who they was drafted by, their full career path from the time they was drafted, who they was traded to for, and everything. All right, so I was real big on basketball, big to the point where Allen Iverson was my dude. All right, I got a picture. If you ever seen the Slam cover with Allen Iverson on it, he has the Sixers jersey on, and he has a Yankee cap on with it, right? Me and my son took pictures like that. That's how big in basketball I was. That's how big in Iverson was. I bring Iverson up for a reason. Iverson did things on his terms. He was the first player that I know of was wearing braids in the NBA. He made it trendy. He made it fashionable. So guess what I did? My nappy head ass. I grew my hair out. I've probably been bald head most of my whole life, first of all. All right. My big bald head ass grew my hair out from February all the way to August, just so I can get braids. Went to get my hair braided up. And didn't feel like the upkeep, so I cut it off 48 hours later. So I wasted like 5 months. Wasted like 5 months, man, growing my hair out just to be like Iverson. You know what I'm saying? To cut it off. Didn't change my game though, because I was still wearing cats out on the basketball court at Run and Shoot that had 7 full-size basketball courts. Played against Jerry Stackhouse, Carlos Rogers, who donated a kidney to his sister. Ran across Stephon Marbury up there. Even played ball with Mace one day. So I got a lot of history in Atlanta. So if anybody want to come question me about Atlanta, come on, let's talk. Might have to shut you down though. Yeah, I'm from Atlanta. What you got, D-Lo? What you got, Pete?
Oh, man. All right, so let me start off with this. Do not let the Pittsburgh flag in the back fool you. I am not from Pittsburgh. Steelers fan all day. Born and raised. Don't get me wrong. Question me about the Steelers, you can take it all the way back to 1987. Don't play with me. Now, I am from Atlanta, Georgia. So you feel me? Let's let that be known. You want to talk about zone 1 through 6 on
Tell
Ben
about it,
Arthur.
man. Tell
You
about
want to
it.
talk about the graduation? Hey, graduated down in Clayton County where Andre 3000 got the church at for his mamas. You feel me? Hey, want to talk about Douglasville? Hey, you go up to Douglasville, you're going to see Mosley Street. Yeah, all family. You already know what's up. So Atlanta, Georgia, all day.
All right.
All right.
Tell them, man, hey, don't be questioning you.
Look, that's the first, you know that's the first thing you say. How you from Atlanta, but you a Pittsburgh friend?
People do that.
Business.
They trying to box you in, man. They try to box you in.
Look, mind your business. Now, am I a Georgia Bulldogs fan? Hell yeah.
Yes, for the record.
Not bad. I think it was a good introduction to everybody. I think this is a good place to get introduced to everybody. We're gonna have people from all over that. Obviously, we already started getting views and getting comments from people all over, from all over the world and whatnot. So, appreciate that. I'm from New York, born and raised all day. 5 boroughs: Staten Island, Brooklyn, Queens, Bronx, Manhattan.
New York.
I don't know how to explain New York. It's I've been various places in the world, and there's nothing like New York. The hustle and bustle, the way the city comes to life when at nighttime. Oh my God! Especially during the night, you can always find something to do. I don't know about now, you know what I mean, because of COVID and everything. COVID pretty much got everybody shut down and kind of having them in place. I know the violence out there is really crazy, but there's nothing you can't. The city itself is an organism. You know what I mean? Like you can't control it. If you do right by the city will treat you right. You do wrong by the city gonna fuck you up, and without no remorse. It's gonna fuck you up, and you're gonna regret it. But the one thing, I love the hustle. I love the hustle of New York. I met people that could sit there and say, "Hey, I'm a hustler. I'm like, you ain't hustling until you've been to New York. You ain't hustling. You ain't hustle until you've been to New York. If you can sit there and get to New York and make something out of yourself, you done hustle, and I would consider you a hustler. Because it's nothing but grinding out there. Nothing but grinding.
I was told two things about New York, right? But back in the day, I had a homeboy named E. He was actually from Buffalo.
That's not New York.
He used to always tell me he used to call New York. Huh? I know, but let me touch on that real quick.
Go ahead.
Buffalo, he was born there. In New York City.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. And he used to always tell me, and I think I heard Nas say it at one point too. New York is a concrete jungle. That's what he told me. And he also said, look, and I've heard numerous people say it before too. They said New York is one of them places. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere in the world.
Facts. So. They sit there and say New Yorkers have an ego, arrogance, cocky and stuff like that. You gotta have that bravado to sit there and make it in New York. If you don't, you're gonna get trampled. You're gonna get stepped on. If you come anywhere less, if you come there like a coward, your true colors are gonna be exposed. Period. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're gonna get exposed. So, yeah. Well, stay away from the hot dogs on the street.
No,
Yeah. So you got these vendors on the street. Stay away from the food, the street food, man. Like, do not eat the street vendor food. I'm telling you.
man, they be advertising the hot dogs and everything on TV. I wanted to make a hot dog.
Nah, bro, you don't. No. Never eat that shit, man. If you go to New York, you want to go to 42nd Street, you want to go to Coney Island, yeah, Central Park. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just having a little flashback.
You have a flashback. You get homesick.
Yeah, I'm all in Korea right now, man. I'm just like, want to go home. But yeah, and that's that. Oh, y'all may not see it, but soon I'm gonna have my New York Giants, New York Knicks, game is up here. I know. New York Knicks and New York Giants ain't shit, but you know, we got 5 Super Bowls for the Giants. You know what I mean? And Knicks ain't been good for us. We're not even gonna talk about that, but and I'm a Yankees fan and a Mets fan. Go figure that shit out.
Oh boy, we done fought.
What?
All right, so remember I told you I was just telling the group I used to work at Turner Field, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't try to guess my age when I put this out there, but this was back in the 90s. This was back in the 90s when I used to work in the at Turner Field, late 90s, early 2000s, right? And during that time, the Braves, the Yankees, and the Mets, specifically the Mets. When the Mets came to Atlanta to play the Braves for that little 3-4 game series, it's always a problem. Always a problem, man. Mets fans, they come down now. Chipper Jones come to bat. They heckling the dude. They call him by his first name. Larry. And guess what he do? He send that shit left center field. Home run. They be pissed. Pissed to the point, don't matter who win, whether it's Braves or Mets. Somebody's fighting on the way home. Every single time, man.
Yes, sir.
One of our guys, I'm talking about, man, he's working, he's behind the stand, he's taking the order, whatnot. And I'm talking about the Mets fan, all he had to do was come up and say, let me get a chili dog, or let me get a Philly cheesesteak. Nah, man, you got to come blabbing in the dude's face. Dr. Braves, Mets, blah, 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 blah. And I'm talking about when he's up there talking, he's on that Daffy Duck, Yosemite Sam, spitting everywhere. Blah, 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 blah. I promise you, man, that dude got fired that day. He came over that whole counter in that register. And I'm talking about it was just on. Pow, pow. Mets fans, man, I love y'all to death. I love the energy or whatnot. I mean, come on, man. You ain't got to be like that. Just take that L.
That's New York, bro.
I know.
Oh, by the way, New York has the best pizza, Philly cheesesteak, bro.
I can't. You know what? I'll give you a hard time. I ain't never been to New York, unfortunately, so I know.
You ain't never had a pizza until you went to New York. That's pizza. The shit that I've had since I left New York, man, I'm like, what is this shit?
Let me tell you something, and I'm pretty sure D-Lo will attest to it. You ain't had soul food till you came to Georgia. You ain't ate, man.
Yeah, I give it to y'all.
Let me tell you something. We have our family gatherings. We have to make our to-go plate first before we make a
Bag.
plate that we actually gonna sit down and eat.
Nah, you
That's
make
how we
double.
do. We have like
You
family
make
reunions.
double the to-go plates and put them in the microwave and put your name on them, John. Because if somebody
boom,
touches
boom. And
But-
if the food really good, that to-go plate, you eat that on the way home. You drive it. Let me tell you something, man. Check it out. You in your car. You know how you drive, you got your food, right? You got your knees like this, because you don't want your food to fall. You like this trying to drive. Putting in work if it's good. Down, y'all, you know what? I give y'all that. Y'all probably got the pizza. Y'all got the cheesesteaks. Y'all got croissants. Come on down south, get some of this cornbread.
what they call it, a Paul boy, what y'all call them Johns up there?
What they got? Say that again.
What is it? What they got up there? Paul boy, what is it? This one of y'all.
Po' boy, y'all from down south. We don't have po' boy.
And that's Louisiana right there. That po' boy.
Yeah, that's down south. We don't
Nah,
have
that don't go in jambalaya in Louisiana. Full.
I'm talking about.
Okay, so the other thing. I have to get this off my chest. Spanish food. Look, you will not get better Spanish food from anywhere in the world. Maybe Florida.
I don't know. What about Taco Bell? What about Chipotle?
I will.
Well, he ain't going to neither one of those. I'm good.
All right, man.
I'm good on both of
I'm
those.
just saying.
And authentic ass Mexican food.
Man, yo, tell any Mexican, like, hey, you want Taco Bell? They'll fucking
They get mad. They get pissed.
big mad.
Yo, quick story on that one, man. I was drunk to death one day, and one of my homeboys driving the car down in Atlanta. He said, we're going to go get some Mexican food. Now, no, I repeat, I was drunk out my ass. Okay, cool.
Good, dude.
He pulling up, he driving, he pull up to Taco Bell. On Soul, bro, has a recording of me going clean the hell off, talking about this ain't no Mexican food. I want some real Mexican food. Matter of fact, I want a chalupa with extra sour cream.
Look, he talking about it ain't real Mexican, it ain't real Spanish food, but at the same time, he placing the order.
Bruh, back then, there was no chalupas in Taco Bell. Let's let that be clear. Taco Bell didn't start making their fake ass chalupas until like 2019.
Hey, you got chalupa been around for a minute, but it ain't Taco Bell. Ain't
chalupas.
Taco Bell ain't Spanish. That ain't real. It's disrespectful. It's good if you're drunk. It's good if it's 2:00 in the morning. Come on now. You know what you can do with $200.
Only time I eat Taco Bell, man, is when I need to clean my system out. That's it.
One, let's keep it a buck.
That's it. That's the only time I ever have to.
Hold on, let's keep it a buck for our Georgians out there. Our drunken food open 24 hours. Waffle House. Let's get that going.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When I first came down south and I heard about Waffle House, right? I went there. I was like, all right, you know what I mean? I've had IHOP. I was like, okay, that's all right. You know what I mean? It's good. But bruh, I went to Waffle House.
Texas cheesesteak, scrambled egg,
what?
waffle.
I got steak and cheese, waffle. I got the chocolate chips in the waffle. Bruh.
I'm gonna tell you how Waffle House do you, right? You'll have them order bacon, eggs, cheese, and they'll put bacon, eggs, and cheese on there, or bacon, eggs, and hash browns. 4 different ways for you to choose from. When I say 4 different ways, this is how they stretch the menu out. Item 1, bacon, eggs, hash brown, waffle. Item number 5, waffle, eggs, bacon, hash brown, cheese. Item number 7, eggs, 5 strips of bacon, waffle, orange. They have like 5 different ways. You be looking at it. you be struggling trying to make a decision. But at the end of the day, you know what you're gonna get from Waffle House? Some bacon, some eggs, some hash browns, and a waffle. And it's gonna be nice and greasy. You're gonna love it. Shout out to Waffle House.
Bruh, that.
Yeah, man.
I'm hungry as a motherfucker right now.
Look, we want some bacon, some eggs, some hash browns, and a waffle now.
Don't forget my grapes. I want my grapes.
Yeah, grits. I didn't. So grits. Bruh, girls from up north can't cook grits.
Man. Yo, I don't know where I think I took a trip to. Was it? Is it
Hold on. Y'all do cheesy grits or sugar in your grits?
cheesy grits?
I don't do grits.
What?
I don't do grits.
Wait, what?
I'm borderline terrified of grits, man.
Hold on, no. Hold on. The Georgian administration is now in office. Let's
All right. The Georgia administration is a big contradiction sometimes, right? It could be 100 dishes in a sink. I will watch 99. That pot with the grits in it, I won't touch it.
Why?
What you gotta get the grits?
My sister and the ex-girlfriend, right? My sister ate them cold. I used to eat them.
Uh-huh.
And she went in the pot. It was hard. And I'm talking about she just tore them up. That was a big turn off for me. Huge. That just fucked me all up. Because you know they get hard. They don't just get lumpy. It's like
they go back and dry. Yeah.
Sister didn't kill. She loved grits. Had an ex, we used to pull pranks on each other. Didn't know she ate grits that morning. Had some orange Kool-Aid. Took a sip. Went to use the bathroom. Came back. Grabbed a Kool-Aid. Took a sip. Uncle Grits just sliding towards my face. Man, I almost ended a relationship. I almost burned the house down. I almost went to jail after that right there. I don't do grits, man.
Not the street dog or drunk your drink and mess around and put the grits in your drink.
We used to do some messed up pranks to each other, man.
You put grits in the Kool-Aid?
Yeah, he got it.
Yo,
I can't say much. Look, I can't say too much. I don't drink Kool-Aid.
Now the Black Committee is now in session.
I think we talked about this before.
Explain yourself, sir.
You know what? He drank Tang. He drank Tang.
Okay, so let's get into this, right?
You drink Sunny.
You know how
it
goes as the American community goes. You know, we like our Kool-Aid a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? We with a little touch of diabetes to take your soul away, but then put it right back.
Please, I need all that diabetes.
Now, I had this one ex-girlfriend, you know, her family from the South, kind of, sort of, but not completely the South. You know, we got those that we count in the South line and those that we don't count in the South line. She was in the middle. She was, you know, her family made Kool-Aid, you know, not too shabby. Now, like I said, I used to like my Kool-Aid, take my soul out a little bit, but then put that mug right back. Put it back. I want you to touch my soul. The motherfucker ripped my soul out.
Oh, man.
And when I say it ripped my soul out, I took a swig, and all I felt was cavities forming in my mouth.
That's how you supposed to make it, though. Look,
No.
let me tell you something, man. Kool-Aid is not, when you put sugar in Kool-Aid, it is not to be measured. I don't care what the package say. It is not to be measured. Let me tell you something. If this is a Kool-Aid picture, this is how much sugar need to be going in there.
And that's why I don't drink Kool-Aid no more. I'm
And
good.
this is why, and look, this is why I said give me all my diabetes. When I drink my Kool-Aid, and you can mix packs too, don't get me wrong, you can mix packs, right? But when I drink my Kool-Aid, I should be checking my insulin after I finish that glass.
You see, I'm good on that. I'm good on all that.
Just saying, man. You gonna do it, don't be measuring it.
But look, try not to get diabetes quick as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna tell y'all my age, but yeah.
Look, he was like this big when that right there happened. He's still trying to take care of them damn cavities that was forming up there.
Man, he hit that.
Traumatized.
Bro, what actual Kool-Aid in the water? Man, it was so bad you could still see the sugar in the actual.
It looked like
Let me tell you, you're supposed to put so much sugar in there when you think it's done, and you see that sugar at the bottom still, you should be able to put some more water in there, stir it back up, and at least get like that much more Kool-Aid.
I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
I feel you though, man. I understand.
Man.
I understand your pain. I understand. Kool-Aid. Last but not least on Kool-Aid, I'm gonna ask you a question. P, you drink Kool-Aid, right? All right. We don't need no more surprises. The people don't need no more surprises today.
No. I drink Kool-Aid. Yeah.
All right. If I say I want red Kool-Aid, what flavor am I referring to? Because it's two different reds.
Yeah, I don't know. Which one?
Look, the only answer to that is tropical punch.
I love tropical punch, but then you got cherry too.
Look, this no. This is what I'm getting at, right? So there's two types of red. You just got to be able to decipher. It's not what people say; it's how they say it, right? So you go get some Kool-Aid, or your mom send you to the store to get some Kool-Aid. Let's just say you order some Kool-Aid, because restaurants do sell Kool-Aid now. What? And they said, "What you?" Oh yeah, Happy Mac had Kool-Aid. And they said, "You want red, or you want red?" They're basically asking you, "Do you want tropical punch, or do you want cherry?" Both of them. You just got to be able to decide.
Yeah, that's just down south logic. I don't know about
that.
And
you know what your response should be? You get red. And they know which one you're talking about.
That's the South thing.
That's the Southern thing.
That's a Georgia thing right there. Ain't even gonna lie to
you.
They know.
I'm serious, man. It's like the black community being like, "You good?"
If your mama sent you to the store to get some Kool-Aid packets,
gotcha.
There you go. Thank you. You just
mean it's those different tones right there. It'd be like, "You good?"
It's the tones. If mama sent you to the store to get some Kool-Aid, she out gonna say, "Bring back some red Kool-Aid," or "Bring back red." But you know which one to get. If you don't know, you better come back with that tropical punch, because that's the original red. Just saying. But I'm good. I think these people know a lot about us right now.
Yeah. You like food and family.
Food is life. Food is life at all points in time.
Yeah.
I'm a habitual fat ass. Food is good. I've been eating chocolate the whole time.
Yeah, speaking of that, I'm fucking starving. But y'all just made me fucking realize. I'm like, damn, I'm hungry as a motherfucker right now.
Hungry as a motherfucker.
Food is life, man.
But yeah, I think it was good. Hopefully, everybody, I hope y'all enjoy getting to see the side of us and getting to understand a little bit about what the podcast and where it's gonna go and how we intend to bring these conversations to y'all. But without further ado, gentlemen, y'all got anything for the people?
Do y'all want red? Or do you want red?
Welcome to Atlanta, baby.
Waffle House. Crystals. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
We'll say
All
crystals.
right. All right, y'all. On that note, stay safe, be dangerous, and we'll holler at you then.
Peace.
Purchase your track today.